The illegal disposal of waste, whether it is commercial waste or household items, is wrong, dangerous and shamed upon across Australia. The RID team has developed an app that allows for streamlined reporting of any instances where rubbish has been illegally dumped. It also allows users to locate any hotspots on the map where there is a lot of dumping, allowing for government companies and for property buyers to see where illegal dumping normally takes place. Information regarding each instance of illegal dumping is then relayed to government and community-run support groups, which can then provide action in cleaning up Australia as a whole.
In recent times, society has faced an upsurge in the amount of garbage dumped in suburban areas. With our app, we plan to make the reporting of illegal waste easier and be more sustainable than the current solutions. Current strategies implemented by government have proved inefficient. Through our council partners, we intend to change these strategies to maximise efficiency when dealing with illegal waste. With help from our partners, all the data collected from the app will greatly contribute to the reduction of waste and litter in our communities and will discourage any future acts of tossing and dumping now and in the future.
So who are you? Our app's target market is anyone who has an interest in looking after our environment and keeping it sustainable for future generations. You are the people that want to make a change. For example, take a community member like Judy. She's a middle-aged mother who enjoys gardening and cooking. She wants to move to a new home, but is worried about the toxic environment her children may have to grow up in. She wants the best for her children, making sure they grow up happy and healthy. James is an activist seeking change. He studies environmental science at university and volunteers with land care. He wants to rejuvenate and clean up ecosystems. This app allows activists like James and community members like Judy to instantly report and view sites of illegal dumping so they can actively make a difference. Local councils and other government agencies such as the EPA that have to remove and clean up illegal dump sites will find RID a useful tool to assist in the identification of illegal dumping hotspots.
Welcome to our application. So, the main design patterns we wanted to focus on are an easy action reversal, engaging feedback, clear-cut navigation, and shortcut pages. On top of this, we really wanted to have an agile, simple-looking app with no clutter whatsoever, and the login sign-up page you're looking at right now really shows this. A design factor I'm really proud of is color patterns that show different levels of interaction. We used bright beige green on buttons that displayed more branding and less user input, whereas a darker shade of grey was used to represent user input areas and more subtle design cues. Another thing worth mentioning is a shortcut that can be used by users with an Apple ID, and that really aligns with the usability heuristics we've been inspired by. Moving on to the main screen, we're faced with basically the same design philosophies seen in the login page, but users can now access quite a few more menus and shortcuts. But about the design. At the top of the screen, the user is greeted by a simple, inviting black menu icon that houses the RID logo and a hamburger icon. This really gives a user an indication that the box expands into a larger menu. Opening the menu system, the user is faced with a bunch of shortcut and accessibility options, and that really aligns with the usability heuristic of help and documentation. We've also offered a help button that targets the same sense of usability. But in terms of design, each button follows the same idea of being simple and using different colors for different purposes. As you can see here, all of these buttons are an inviting bright green. This consistency was built into the whole entire app. The first option presented to users is a heat map toggle. This basically just shows all the areas with the most rubbish being reported. Clicking out of it makes it disappear again. Back in the menu, there's a partners page. This page really goes for the idea of consistency, minimalism, and aesthetic. Functional colors and dark contrast are shown again, and really give the menu a warm feeling. This is where easy action reversal and clear-cut navigation are used. A large arrow signifies that these buttons open a further menu. When users tap on them, they're given heaps of information for their business partner. But if they want to go back, they can reverse their way to the previous screen, which is an idea made by Schneiderman in his 8 golden rules.
Now about the search button. Again, really going for design consistency and the same color patterns seen before. This button is really a shortcut for the user to just jump from location to location, and that's another nod to our key usability heuristics. On top of that, the button sits in easy reach of the user's hand. Making a report. Upon pressing anywhere on the main screen, Users can choose to either report or pin a location or show LGA borders. When they click report, they are able to upload images of the road dump they have found, so the type of terrain it's on, and just a basic description of what they have found. This is where an easy reversal of actions is really found. Right at the top, we've given an exit button to easily let the user go straight to the main menu again. The undo button at the bottom of the menu has the same idea, and lets the user completely start from scratch with their report. Another thing I'd like to mention is the really minimalistic way these menus were designed. We tried to make it as clutter-free as possible, and with this menu, the user only sees what is necessary. Once they are done, the user presses a large tick, and they're given a message of success. This is really taken from Slenderman's golden rule of design dialogue yielding closure. Basically, it lets the user know that they've done what they wanted and it all worked perfectly. If they want to reverse their submission, they can press the undo button, but if they are happy, they can just press the close button and they'll know the job is done. After that, they are back on the interactive map and they can repeat the process all over again. With that said, we thank you for watching our presentation and app walkthrough.
We hope to see the RID application bridge the gap between local communities and illegal waste management. A seamless user design and textbook user interface has allowed us to positively contribute to the world by addressing sustainability through software. It is now in your hands to try the application and make a difference in your community.